What's up, guys? What's going on? Happy Hump Day, everybody. Happy Hump Day to all my subscribers. Happy holidays. I've got a little bit of a list going, and we're going to be doing the mini reads here. I've got 4 people on the list right now, so if you would like to get added to the list, there's only 4 people right now, so it's not too busy. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to be using tonight. I'm going to be using my vice versa deck. I have a newer vice versa deck, and so I'm going to be using that tonight. Um, Unless somebody has an issue with that. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Christina. You're top of the list tonight, Christina G. So yeah, as long as nobody has an issue with the vice versa deck, I can use another tarot deck if you prefer. You need to let me know though when your question comes up. Like if you're one of those people that's weird about the specific tarot deck that I use, I have pretty much every deck you can think of. I mean, a lot of decks. So, yeah. Hi, welcome, Jeanette. Hey, Shannon, you're on the list. Oh, Shannon, you're on the list, but you said it was a donation, so I'm going to let you decide if you want to use it or if you want me to give it away to somebody when the time comes. Hold on, my dog. Hold on, guys. Come on in, Bubba. Come on. Well, do you want to sit at the door or do you want to come in? He wants to come in. Come on. Good evening, Valerie. What's up? So yeah, we've got a few people on the list. If you want to get added to the list is still open, but we're going to get it going here. We're going to go ahead and get started. How's everybody doing this week? I was just watching the lighting of the tree at Rockefeller Center. This looks pretty cool. Richard Hernandez, welcome. You should put a picture on your profile, Richard. Doesn't take too much effort to do that. Now you want to go out now that I closed the door, Bentley? He can't make up his mind, I tell you. He's the most fickle animal on the planet. Give it or use it as a donation. I feel like I want to use my intuition for my questions. Got it. I like it. I like it. Okay, go on, Bentley. Guess what tomorrow is for me, Jason? What is tomorrow for you, Joyce? Who are you reading? Jap Jack, I'm taking donations for mini readings. So if you have a question, you can make a donation, and $20 donation, and I can read you. I'm reading Big 50. Whoa, nice. Happy birthday. Nice. Happy birthday. Everybody tell Joyce happy birthday. That is a big one. Very big. 40 was big for me. It was a big one. Okay, let's get started. Let's get going. So let's see. Christina's here. I've got Christina, Candace, Tammy. Those are the 3 I have on the list to ask questions right now. So we will see. Chickadine. Oh, that's so nice. I'm glad, Christina. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, I felt a lot of that for the holidays with that type of connection, communication for people who haven't talked in a while. You guys haven't talked in a long time, right? Thank you. Thank you, Rizel. Over a year. Wow. Yeah, been there. It's hard when you have a close relationship like that and you don't talk, but it's always for the best. It happens for the highest good, I'm sure. Okay, let's see. So you just want to know basically what we see in the cards as far as what's coming for you guys. Are you going to go and visit him? Are you planning to? I feel like you should. Bop. I've been a little under the weather. NyQuil has been my best friend lately. Show me the future, near future for Christina and Kiki. So this is really interesting. Gosh, Christina, I don't know if I want to. Here's the thing. I don't know if you should go visit him right now. I think maybe you may need to sort of not make a lot of movement right now. I mean, it's great that you have had some communication, but just looking at the way things are coming out, I'm feeling like maybe you should continue to hold the sort of not making a lot of movement line, because you've got the Eight of Cups in this position with this in this deck, and I'll talk about that in a second. You've also got the Ten of Wands, the Hierophant. Okay, I like this. The Hierophant's here on this side. This is good. So there's definitely good things coming. You've got the Judgment card though as well. And on this side, so there's going to be some changes, and then the Page of Swords on this side. So what's happening in this is there's more waiting. See that the Eight of Cups in this deck on this side is about, it's kind of about like being patient and having faith, which is something I know that you've already been doing for a long time when it comes to your relationship. But it's also about continuing to do that. And, especially when things maybe, not only when things seem like they're not very hopeful, but when they do feel like things are sort of, you're going like, what's going on? You get a little hope and then you get excited and nothing happens. There's a lot of stuff coming to an end still. The Ten of Wands is moving away from that period of, I feel like it's slow movement away from that period of sort of separation. And it is into really good stuff with the Hierophant and the Judgment card, two majors. So there's major things happening here, but it still feels like it's really slow and stagnant. Let me get a clarifier on this page. It's the Page of Swords that, it looks like a lightsaber. The sword looks like a lightsaber in this deck. Clarified by the Two of Wands. Yeah, see, Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. A lot of transitional energy coming out here, but not a lot of guidance for action. And so I think that's great. You had communication, and he invited you to come to Mexico. I think maybe he needs to pressure you a little bit more, right? One invite's not going to do it after all this time, right? I think that's what I would say based on what I'm seeing. I don't feel like this energy has flipped all the way like it needs to. The chaser runner thing needs to flip a little more. So I would say good stuff coming for sure with the Judgment card and the Hierophant, and they're both looking toward the future, so that's really good. And this is a Judgment card that's much about, like, this side is really about like an accounting for your actions. And so when I see this and I think of your situation, I think for Shikilin, it's about recognizing that he needs to, seize the moment, and that time is of the essence, and that this is not something that's going to be waiting around forever for him. And he's got to realize that. And so I don't know if a trip to Mexico is going to exactly make him realize that. The Two of Wands denotes a crossroads. And with the Page of Swords there, it's almost like the beginning of a new cycle where there's truthful communication, but it's starting out so small and so slow to get there that I'm just not sure. Yeah, keep taking baby steps. And I feel like you for every 3 steps that person makes, you make 1, because you don't want to get caught in a situation where you're overgiving. You don't want to be the one caught in that crossfire. And it's very easy to get caught in that. Trust me, it's very easy to get caught in that, even if you're awakened and you're on the right path. When it's somebody that you care a lot about, it's very easy to get into that overgiving state without really even thinking twice about it. So I would be really careful about that. Good stuff coming though, for sure. I think it's really going to be a lot slower than you had hoped for, but that's not a bad thing. I think that's a really good thing. And when it's all over, it won't seem like it was that long anyway, you know? You're both at a crossroads right now, and I'm not sure what that really is about, but, and I know maybe that the roads only flow one direction. And what I mean is, I know maybe only you can go to him right now, but maybe just not yet time. Is Candace here yet? Is Candace here yet tonight? Yeah, I love Star Wars. Well, I don't know. I don't really love Star Wars like now. The current Star Wars is kind of weird, but original Star Wars I love. Candace, go ahead and throw your question up. You're next on the list. Okay, good, Christina. Keep the Four of Wands in your mind because that's where you're headed, you know? Can things improve in my relationship? We have, okay. Yeah, let's see what's going on, Candace. What's the outlook for Candace's relationship? Yeah, Amber, you did. You called it. You said that Florida was going to beat Florida State. I mean, so did pretty much every prognosticator, but you did predict it. Yeah, this is really strong soul connection. Two of Cups, Emperor. So it looks like this is your partner who's the one who's sort of, or your pendulum did. But your partner's the one, Candace, who is sort of what this, according to this, with this Emperor energy, there's something going on with your partner. I don't know if it's physical or psychological or physiological. There's some kind of like your partner is the reason that you guys are not connecting so much on an intimate level more than you. I feel like you do have the Two of Cups, so I think everything's going to be fine. And also you've got the Nine of Cups behind this Four of Swords energy for them, which means that once the healing takes place, everything's going to be great. There's some need for healing. They come out as the Emperor, and with coming out as the Emperor next to the Two of Cups, it's like sort of an energy of being resistant or like keeping you at a distance. I'm not sure what that is exactly. Um, Also, with the orb in his hand, it almost feels like he feels like he's juggling other things are taking his focus. I'm talking about the Emperor, not your partner, but that's reflective of your relationship with your partner. It's like other things taking focus right now or taking the focus away from you. So I'm not sure what that's about, but this is not necessarily good. Let me see. Now the outcome is the King of Cups, so this is good. Oh, well, it's preferable. Let's say that. Let me see what that's about exactly. Clarify that for me. Oh, thank you. Six of Cups. Okay, so this is really like you guys have one of those connections that the good news, here's the thing, Candace. Some connections can't survive when the sex dies out, the connection dies, right? Unless there's some other tangible thing holding it together, like monetary things, or something like that. This connection is very much a soul connection. And so it can survive a dry spell in the sex department and other things because this is like with that Six of Cups energy, that's a connection that goes through many cycles in a lifetime and maybe has gone through other lifetimes too. And with the Hermit card here, there's definitely a need, I think, for some kind of self-examination and maybe even a little bit of time apart. But you guys, I think you're going to be fine. I think that the main thing is to keep communicating, well, to reassert communication. And remember, it's not really about you. Something's going on here for this person that's requiring a lot of healing. And I don't know, is it physical, is it psychological, or is it both? I don't know what it is, but it feels like it's a combination of both. And it also has to do with just this person being very distracted by a lot of things happening in life. Life happens. And Definitely, you're in a cycle with this Six of Cups on this side. You're in a cycle where you're kind of in two different places right now, which I think, sex aside, this goes to more of the spiritual energy between the two of you. It feels very lonely because spiritually, it feels like there's a little bit of a distance between the two of you, and that feels really strange to me. Like that's not normal for your connection. So it is going to improve. I feel like you're trying to check up on him and you're being, don't be suspicious. Don't worry. I don't think there's anything like untoward going on. I don't think there's any cheating or anything like that. So I don't think you need to be like looking behind him or whatever that Page of Swords represents you doing. That usually represents somebody spying or trying to find something out. I don't think you need to be doing that or worrying. But I think what you could do is try to put a little extra effort in right now for just the communication and really asking him a lot about what's going on with him, because there is that the Hermit energy there, and the Hermit energy is going to lead to good things, but behind the Hermit is the Tower in reverse and the Devil. So that can be some tough things that I feel like it's stuff from the past maybe that's rearing its head, like that's coming back up. So maybe address that, okay? So yeah, try to talk about that stuff. But I think really most of all, it's just going to be a matter of time and this thing cycling out. I think it's just going to be this thing cycling out, okay? But yeah, Two of Cups, Six of Cups. This is a strong soul connection that's really strong and that can really survive a lot of things. Oh, good. It can survive a lot, and it will. So that's the good side of it. So you're welcome. You're welcome. It's your birthday. It's whose birthday? Whose birthday is it? I think tomorrow is Joyce's birthday. Yeah. So okay. The only one I have next on the list is Tammy, unless somebody else donated. Tammy is the last one on the list, and then we'll do a couple. We'll figure some games out. Hey, hey, happy holidays. Hello, and happy holidays to you as well. Oh, okay, Nicole, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had. I'll put you on too. Thank you, Nicole. Sorry. Yeah, and the list is open. If anyone else wants to get on the list, you can send your 20 to either the Cash App or PayPal listed. It's listed in the description of the video. So you just want to know what the guidance from Spirit is for you guys. Got it. Okay. Let's see. What's the guidance for Tammy and her person at this time? I think you're right about taking a break. The tower's here. It is in reverse, but it's here. Okay. Two of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Somebody's not balancing things in their life properly. That's probably the reason the tower's here. Things need to get balanced out. There's like a need to, and you know, this can literally mean a person juggling. I don't know if that's you or your partner, but that's not good. Juggling too many things. You've also got the Strength card, and on this side you can see it's about some kind of addiction, toxicity, codependence. You know, they're facing down the devil, okay? So with the Strength card facing down the devil, it's saying that it's not an issue so much of you two meeting your parts in the relationship, but it's about the need to be able to face down whatever this toxicity is that's affecting the relationship. Knight of Swords and Nine of Wands. Okay, so Knight of Swords, Nine of Wands. Thank you for the $9.99. Thank you. Knight of Swords, Nine of Wands. So what's going to happen here with this break is your person's going to really try to, in a real hurry, speed through like working out all these issues, but that's not the way to do this. You know, the Nine of Wands is a serious energy and it requires like paying attention to the details of what's going on in your life and taking time to get things sorted. Okay, whereas the Knight of Swords is just wants to like tear through things with the truth and just go and like blaze a path. And these two energies don't work well together. And I think part of the reason they're wanting to get into this energy is because they don't want to take a break, like you said, and they're wanting to try and make this work. So whatever you're saying to do, oh well, I'm going to just do it like this and get it all done and get it all right. But this is a real sort of up in the air energy, and it feels kind of like it's at odds with what the situation is calling for, okay? Especially with this Two of Pentacles here. I really feel with this Two of Pentacles here, like they're about to fall off balance, okay? They're about to fall off balance, and so the donation to get a mini reading is $20 minimum, and on Super Chat it's actually 25 because they take about 40% of the money that comes in on Super Chat. So see what's going on here? This is the thing, Tammy. Again, what your person wants to stay together or to maintain the status quo, but the status quo has them off balance and not feeling like they can get anything done, okay? And so where they're at, this is something, this Nine of Wands energy, this is going to require a great deal of time and really going within. And I think you're right to take a break right now, but I don't necessarily know if that's going to be the thing that forces this person to do it. I think this Tower is going to do it a lot more than any decision you've made. Because that Devil energy, when you're facing that down, there's not really anything, whoever's really, I mean, granted, the card represents two people facing it down together, and that's good, and I think that's a beautiful thing, but it's also telling me, like, you can be supportive, but you can't actually help. You can't actually do anything, especially when they're getting into this sort of... If you would like to get on the list, guys, it's a $20 love offering. You can pay it to either Cash App or PayPal. All the information is in the description of the video. $20 love offering. So, yeah, the Knight of Swords is a little bit, Tammy, of just a harsh energy, because it's not all... See, so here's the thing. The Knight of Swords wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. I feel like it could be a get things done energy, and normally it is, and it's very aggressive. But when it's next to the Nine of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, these two energies feel like they're trying to do things. They need to be doing things in a very methodical way, and this is not methodical. Okay, this is just like a blaze of glory. So that's what it feels like the problem to me. And I feel like a lot of this is prompted because of your decision to take a break. So what I would say is be careful. Okay, Melanie, I'll get you added. Thank you. I would say be careful about pushing with your words, or be careful just in general with your words, Tammy. And because you might not intend to push this person to do something, but by saying, well, we've got to take a break until you get your situation sorted out, this could cause this person to react, to be very reactive, and to make their situation actually worse for both of you, believe it or not, instead of better. That's all I'm saying. I don't know why I've got that feeling, but I have a feeling it could actually make the situation worse. So you're right to take a break, but be careful with the way you word it, okay? Be careful not to sort of prompt some kind of action that maybe it's not time for, okay? Yeah, I hope that makes sense to you. You guys are going to come, you're going to come out of this really nice. You've got the Six of Pentacles bottom of the deck. You're going to come, and this is forward looking. You're going to come out of this really nice, and things are going to be a lot more reciprocal on the other side of this, but I don't know how quick you want to get to the other side of this. And when I say I don't know how quick you're going to get to the other side of this, I don't know how quick you want to get to the other side of this. I think a little bit of time is a good thing. I'm getting this energy of patience for everyone right now. Like, it's really important to really hold down the fort and be patient, okay? Very important. Hey, Jai's here. What's up, Jai? Very important right now, okay? Nicole, you're next. Oh, okay, I thought you were saying you were on the list. Do you ever get called to answer someone's question, like even if they haven't paid, like a strong... I absolutely do, yeah. One time I did a reading for this woman, and her dead husband came through. and he had a message for her son. It was very interesting. So I did a free reading for her son the next day. It was more of a mediumship thing. It was crazy. It was one of the first times that happened to me too. Yeah, good luck, Tammy. What does spirit? Okay, guys, I'm on Nicole right now, so please hold comments and questions until I've done Nicole's reading. What does spirit want me to know at this time? I had no plan to. Okay, let's see, Nicole. Let's see. And he also, the man that was deceased, I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's true. Um, in exchange for doing the reading for his son and giving him the message, he did me a favor too. The man who I was communicating with. I mean, I'm not doing it all for now. I was like, well, you need to do me a favor on the other side. And I think he did. He was a funny guy. Nicole, Nicole, Nicole. Well, dang, Rebecca. I mean, I gave a message to his son for him, you know? That was my attitude. Why am I supposed to be the only one that does favors? A spiritual back rub for sure. Okay. Hold on, Nicole. Let me read this thing. There's someone you're setting an example for that you need to be paying attention to really closely right now. And I mean like immediate, like right now, between now and the end of the year, really pay attention to whom you're setting an example for right now. There's some kind of, I don't know, something, you know, in this deck, this person's putting the work into something and they're teaching this child. You've got the Two of Swords, like in this position, facing that full moon says a lot about where your emotions are and where your decision-making skills are. Something's at odds, okay? Okay, Yesenia, just one moment. I'll get you added to the list. Thank you. So this is more about where your emotions are and where your decision-making skills are and how they might be at odds a little bit right now. You've also got the Hanged Man, which is the guidance right now. So this is guidance from Spirit, not to rush anything, to be patient with yourself, with others. You're still healing some heartbreak that is maybe some really deep stuff that you haven't gotten to. I think it's about Anthony. The Five of Swords came out right beside that. So what this is talking about is there's something that hasn't been completely healed, maybe because you walked away from it or they walked away from it or it never was dealt with. A lot of stuff in relationships, when our relationship ends, and a lot of times, you know I'm like that. We just want to walk away from something and not deal with it anymore. Like just forget it, put it out of our mind and move on to the next thing because it's easier, right? But it's not really easier because that stuff, at least in my experience, it comes back up and it doubles back on you in a really weird way when you haven't healed from it completely, right? So there's something here about healing a broken heart or the energy that was left by a broken heart in order for you to move forward. That's why you've got this Hanged Man energy. And there's some in some way that you're stopped here. And this could be more than just an example. It could be about going back in time 20 years and dealing with something that you haven't dealt with in order to move forward and really find the success in life in all areas of your life that you're looking for. I feel like that's what it's about. It's making me hot and it's making it hard to breathe. You know, this person's also like, she's on an island. She's kind of like solo. She's on her own and she's stuck on this island and she's got to make a decision about something. It's also kind of a choice between good and evil or between masculine and feminine energies and action and not taking action, right? It's a lot of different things at once. So for you though, with that full moon there and that three of swords, I really feel like this goes back to some kind of broken heart or some type of heart healing that hasn't completely happened yet, and it's kind of got you stagnating. You may not see, and here's the part that's tough. I don't know about you, Nicole, but I am really good at positivity, but things catch back up with me later if I don't deal with them. And I feel like that might be what some of this is something that you haven't dealt with, that you're not really aware of, that you need to really do some like soul searching, because a lot of people go through these type of things during the holidays. Like I kind of had that experience earlier. I was watching this thing on TV with the Rockefeller Center tree lighting, and I kind of, something kind of came back and tapped me. And something that I didn't think about that's been for like 5 years ago. And so it could be something like that. But for me, the message is that something you maybe thought you had walked away from or left behind, but it's never really left behind because it's still in your frame. Okay. And it definitely involves two people. I mean, you've got the three of swords here, and there's three people in this card as well. So it definitely involves you and two other people. What's that about? Something about Peter Pan? I don't know. I don't know. Peter Pan, Captain Hook. The Hook brings you back. That's a good song. The Hook by Blues Traveler. Hey, Chad Tiro, what's up? Nicole, take it for what that reading was. That came out really weird to me. So take it where it resonates. Another three of cups. Three of cups, bottom of the deck. You've got a lot of threes in this. So I know you, I think your twin soul has another person, so that could be what it's about. But I think it's something from childhood that goes way back. A lot of times I go deep with yours, like it takes me way back. Something you really need to get to move forward to. Okay. Hey, what's up? What's up? Kim, what's up? Okay, so I've got Sparky. I've got Yesenia. I don't know how to say your name. Yesenia. I don't know if I said it right. Sorry. Okay, Yesenia and Sparky. Yesenia, go. Throw it up. You guys, it's going to be a cold winter, just so you know. Oh, thank you so much, Shannon. Yesy, okay. It's going to be a really cold winter. You know, where I live in Florida, when it's a mild winter, we have a couple cold days and then a lot of mild days, couple cold days, a lot of mild days. We've had a lot of like high 30s days already, and it's only the first week of December. So I know it's going to be a cold winter. At least I'm not in New York yet. That's the one good thing. Hugs to Nicole. So Anthony goes way back. It's probably to do with Anthony too. It's something about setting an example too. So maybe it's about setting an example for him. Okay, let's see Yessie. Hey Ann, nice to see you. Okay, so we're on Yessie, and then I've got Yessie and then Sparky. If anyone else needs to get on the list, now is your chance, because after Sparky, I'm out of here. Oh no, we got to do. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. What messages do you have for Yessie? Ten of Cups. Knight of Wands. Three of Wands. King of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Queen of Pentacles and Two of Cups. Okay, Two of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, facing out. A lot of energy is leaving, okay? We've got, I'm on Yesenie, and then I've got Sparky, and that's it. The Ten of Cups came out first, okay? So with the Ten of Cups coming out right off the bat, I really feel like you're in a place where you've got really good, either you're at a relationship that's building, or you're about to have one come in that's going to build really nicely. The Ten of Cups is a really good relationship, right? It's a relationship that is like real love, lasting love, best friends, soulmates, good stuff. Okay, that's a good relationship. And then with the Three of Wands coming out next, I do feel like it's, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Melinda, you're welcome to. I do feel like with the Three of Wands coming out next, it's saying that you're manifesting this. You know, the Three of Wands is a manifesting card. It's about sending something out to receive something back. So when you look at this from an energetic perspective, if we're not talking about tangible things, we're talking about energetically putting out a vibration to receive back what you want. So just these two cards off the bat, if you want this Ten of Cups, if that's what you're looking for, which I think pretty much everyone on the planet is, you know, looking for Ten of Cups on to some degree, you need to put out that energy. So you need to sort of show that person to the universe, to other people in your life and to the universe. Show that Ten of Cups person who's a happy person, who is loving and kind and great and beautiful, that everyone wants to be around, because you deserve that. And that's what you will welcome back in. That's how it works. So do that. You've also got the Knight of Wands. This is someone who's a little bit non-committal. You can do Cash App or PayPal. Both are listed in the description of the video. The Knight of Wands is someone, sorry. I'm sorry, Yezi, hold on one second. The Knight of Wands can be someone who is a little bit non-committal. But it's an energy that's leaving, and then with the Queen of Pentacles coming in with the Two of Cups and the King of Wands, I'm sorry, the Queen of Wands, this is an energy of someone who is growing, right, from a knight to queen energy. It's the same person. With the Wands and the Earth energy, the Pentacles, that's very much passion mixed with kind of someone who's wanting to be long-term and committed. So that's definitely better. I will say though, with the Knight of Wands in this position and that lightning striking, it's like something changing for the better. And it's not necessarily because of someone leaving your life and someone new coming in. It could be just that someone is, you know, in a situation where they're not maybe giving you what you deserve, and then but they're growing into a person who can. You know what I mean? So that's a really nice energy. I also like that you guys have the Two of Cups here. This is special stuff. Very, very special stuff. So I think you're on the right path. And just remember that you're the one who manifests this. If you want the Ten of Cups, you manifest that into your life by exhibiting, being what you want to the world, right? Right. Sparky. Melinda. Thank you, Melinda. Sparky, you're up. Where is my person at in regards to me? What guidance from source do I need to know? Okay. Let's see. Yes, I am single. Single as a muffa. You're welcome, Yezi. Hold on while I puff. Anne's here too. Shannon, Anne, and Sparks. And Valerie, 4 people from our class are here. We had a great group of people for that 6-week course that Jai and I did. Jai was here, but I think she's gone. I don't feel her presence. I don't feel her in the force, like Master Yoda. 9 of Wands for that person, Sparky. Page of Swords. This person's like really keeping tabs on your movements. Do you guys live in the same town or in the same area? You've got the Justice card upright as an outcome card, so you're headed toward good things, but at the bottom of the deck is the Tower. Now, it's not like the Tower falling down, but it's the Tower getting hit. So what's happening here, I feel, is... Here, let me go through the whole thing. So you've got the Hanged Man, okay, all alone, Hanged Man. That's a lot like the Hermit at this point on this side, because the Hanged Man's all alone, really becoming enlightened, you know, like getting the point. And then your person's 9 of Wands, where they're like seeing seeing visions of like sugar plums dancing in their heads. It's kind of one of those things where it's like this person's sort of not real clear on what they want, but well, they're clear on what they want from maybe like a fantasy perspective, but they're not real practical. And from a practical stance, they're not real clear on what they want, practically speaking. Uh, yeah, but a lot of tabs being kept, and this is like not in the past. This is going forward. This person might have a potential if you get serious to be very possessive. So watch out for that. Um, Not that they necessarily are right now. This is forward looking. This person could have a tendency to get a little possessive of you, and it could be a little uncomfortable for someone like you who's very independent, right? Uh, Now, the tower is the broke down chariot here, as you can see with those two at the bottom. This is not just the tower card. This is the broke down chariot tower in the vice versa deck. So what does that mean? It means you had a period of time with this person where you were moving forward, and now it feels kind of like you're not doing anything. But it's because it's supposed to be that way. Like this is how it's happening the way it's supposed to. And you're on the way to justice, so things are going to happen the way everything's sometimes the chips just have to fall the way they fall, and I feel especially with the hangman here confirming that, that's an energy of not making movement because you need to see things clearly. And this person, it's partially their fault because they're focused on like fantasy or fantasy land or something here with this like I think a lot of this for this person comes from maybe like hard knocks in the past in relationships. But the thing is, this is a new relationship. This is a different relationship, and it's okay. You need to be in the no expectation mode, but you also need to be in the eyes wide open mode because, like I said, I get the sense this person could be a little possessive going forward with that page of swords, a page of lightsabers, I should say, page of lightsabers in the future. And then the justice card though is it's going to work out okay. I think you guys, that Libra energy of balance, the scales are being balanced here. I think you deserve someone that's going to be good to you, and this person will, but sometimes it's like be careful what you wish for, because maybe you want someone who's very devoted to you, but someone very devoted can also be a little bit clingy, and I think that's what you're going to get from this person. A little bit of clingy energy once they come around and you're no longer at a standstill. But the standstill is good right now because it's a chance for you to open your eyes wide open and look around and see what's happening. It's all happening though, and there is a little bit too much ego here. This person's a lot more sensitive, I think, than they let on all the time, so remember that. Thank you, Sparky. Kim, you're next. Kim is next. Hangman everywhere. No expectation mode is a good place to be. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sparky. Happy holidays. You guys, what do you guys want for Christmas? You guys, I'm doing my personals on special too for the holidays. Jai and I are doing our holiday special, and also my personals, I'm doing the 30 minutes are $50 right now instead of 75, and the 1 hours are 100 instead of 150, just from now until the 25th of December. And you are now on the list. What guidance does Spirit have for Kim? Perfect. Nine of Cups. Oh, okay, nice. So this is nice. Wow. Okay, Kim, I don't know what you're dealing with right now, but here's the thing. Now is like you need to know this, Kim. Now is the time. I don't know what that means for you, but now is the time to take action. Here's the thing. You've got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. That means divinely guided things are happening. Opportunity knocks. You've got the Nine of Cups here. That's wish. That's the wish card. Like make a wish, it's going to come true. Okay. You've also got the Page of Wands, and on this side you've got that Phoenix rising from the ashes. So something was dead that was dead or seemed dead is rising from the ashes, or has the potential to if you want it to. You've also got the Devil card, but in this side, the Devil's back is turned, so it's an opportunity to break free from toxicity, addictions, codependence, dysfunction, etc. Ad nauseum, you know, whatever. The point is, all of these cards are lining up for a really great opportunity for you to do some kind of breaking free from something or allowing an opportunity to come in. That's what the Hierophant is saying. It's saying now is the time. Okay, this is the universe is. It's like you're getting smiled upon by the universe. Okay, especially with these cards all coming out together. So I don't know what this is for you. I'm not going to get into specifics. I have a feeling about what it might be, but I would say seize the moment. Don't be shy. Seize the moment and go after what you want. Claim what's yours. You know what I mean? It's like that claim what's yours energy. Don't let somebody else take what's yours. Okay? Don't let somebody else take what's yours. The time is perfect for you, Kim, so do it. Next is Melinda. Melinda, you are next. Go, Kim. Go get it. You're welcome. Lucky you. I want those cards. I want them. I want them. What's up, Melinda? Melinda. This is a $20 donation to the Cash App listed in the information section of the video or the PayPal, and you can ask a question once you're called on. I do these on hump days, on Wednesday nights, usually. Current energies on D and Brian. Okay. Let's see, Melinda, what's going on? I know, good luck, Kim. Please do. Huh, this is interesting. Who's feeling left out in the cold and isolated, Melinda? You or Brian? Who's feeling this way? Somebody's feeling this way. This came out first. And whoever this, if this is you, you've got to work on that. Remember, that does not gain us anything. And I know, listen, I know, like, it's easy to tell people that. It's not always easy to change that. Like, I understand shifting energy more than anyone, or as much as anyone for sure. And there are times when the reality of the way things are sometimes and is so different from the reality of the way I want things to be that I'm just like, oh my God, come on, man. But it's also kind of a test, because when you know how to shift energies, you sure better learn to deal with this energy and shift it, right? So remember, this isn't going to get you what you want. You've got the Temperance card here, so it's kind of encouragement that while you may be kind of in separation right now or in this sort of feeling of loneliness or isolation, that angel's like, no, we're working this out. These energies are getting balanced. Don't worry, it's all good. Trust us. It's like that romance angel card. This situation is calling for you to have faith. It's also calling for you to be the Queen of Pentacles and the Magician. The Magician is that Virgo Gemini energy that's very mercurial. It's very communicative. It communicates to the universe. See, this is Mercury energy, Virgo Gemini, right? The Magician gets what he wants. Why? Because he knows how to communicate properly to the universe. Magic, right? Magic is really just proper communication. Magic is nothing more than the proper communication of energy to get what you want. That's all it is. It's not some scary thing. This Magician, the reason he is represented by Virgo and Gemini, because those are the two signs ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is the planet of communication, good communication. The Magician knows how to communicate properly with the universe to get what he wants. This is saying you have the ability right now to communicate properly with the universe to get what you want, so do so. Queen of Pentacles is a very abundant energy. It's earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. There's a lot of Virgo energy here. There's also Sagittarius with the Temperance card. This is an energy of just really sort of allowing the universe to do its job. And hang on a second. And being sort of, I don't even think patient is the word, but sort of like waiting with that inner knowing of what's coming. You know what I mean? So then Indo's YouTuber. Thank you. I think it's about waiting with the knowing that things are working out in your favor. But when you start to feel that sort of isolated feeling like you've been left out in the cold or somebody threw you away, fuck that. That's not even real. That's not even real. whatever that person's going through that they had to throw you away, obviously it wasn't because of who you are when you're the magician energy, right? It's because of whatever they're dealing with. It's not about you, okay? So I would say this person is, they also got the Two of Wands. So from your perspective about where Brian's at a crossroad right now. Brian is focusing on all of the things Brian wants to bring in or have in his life, and Brian's focused on the future. Now, I don't know if Brian's feeling a little bit of this too, but usually when one person in this kind of a connection is, the other one is as well. I do feel like for Brian though, it's more about trying to figure out like what to do to make himself feel happy, how to bring happiness in. I don't know if it's like sort of a hopeless feeling. I don't feel left out in the cold. Yeah, this must be Brian then, this feeling of being out in the cold, because this flew out first. So, and you were asking about Brian, so I assume it's Brian then if you're not feeling this. But I did want to make sure if you are that you know what to do, because this is not going to get anybody anywhere. So if this is Brian, then there's not really much for you to do except to kind of send good vibes, send healing, and continue to know that if it is that way, whoever's feeling this way, it's okay, because the Temperance card is here. So that's confirmation that it's supposed to be happening. And that's the good sign. Yeah, you're being called to the Queen of Pentacles energy. So that's a really good, strong. The Queen of Pentacles I like because she's very, I feel like the Queen of Pentacles, it's not so much about confidence, it's just about wisdom. Like when you have so much wisdom to understand why things are the way they are, you don't even need to be confident. You just kind of, it's sort of an inner knowing that everything is as it should be. Now, with the Two of Wands, though, I think that's also Brian. And again, that's about being at a crossroads. But Magician is the energy I would be focused on. That's a major arcana. And it says that you've got the ability to bring in what you want. Communicating properly with the universe is the key. It may require your focus and your attention, but it's not difficult at all. It just requires focus, attention, and sort of being committed and dedicated to doing it on a daily basis, right? Thank you, Melinda. And you're next. And check to see my relationship is progressing in a positive direction. Okay. Is Anne's relationship progressing in a positive direction? What's happening for Anne's relationship? What is up with that Nine of Wands, man? All right, so much like the energy that Kim had, you've got the Devil here, but it is in reverse, so that's good. It's like there's an opportunity for you guys to break away from something tough right now. Your person's coming out Nine of Wands. So this is, again, that Nine of Wands energy is tough. It's a cycle that's being completed that's really difficult. And Justice is here, but it is in reverse. So there's a delay in Justice coming in right now. And it's because this person's got to finish this cycle out. And then the Fool energy comes in. So these are the two majors. I feel like you're headed toward these two major arcana, the Fool and then Justice comes in. But it's delayed because of where they're at. They're stuck in this cycle of like, they're stuck in this cycle of like being wounded and not getting over their hurts. And so I'm not sure let me get a clarifier on that for you on the Devil in reverse, what that's about. What's this a chance for her to break away from or for them to break away from, and how can she do that? Are you having like some kind of anxiety or something? Here's the thing about the Nine of Swords, that can represent like focusing on the wrong things, anxiety, overthinking things, mental energy that's keeping you up. Look what's right behind that, the Ten of Cups. So there's definitely something saying like, you've got to shift this. And, I don't know what you're doing, if you're doing like the daily rituals and all that stuff, but at night especially, make sure you're clearing your head, because this is like spiritual attack almost. This feels like that spiritual attack. Like, who was asking me? Oh, K Moon and I were talking about psychic attack. This is what this feels like, psychic attack. And I don't know if it's you or him, but you can only deal with what's going on with you. So you can definitely, sort of rid this by a focused intent on this instead. That's right behind it. Okay, this is no good. You can't have this happening. Look at all those lightsaber swords going in this person. This is not good. But just remember, you guys are so close to good things. That's justice, and that's the Fool energy. That's a whole new start right after this cycle finishes out. So it's close. It's there. It's just not there. It's not all the way there yet, you know, but it's really close. So that's good. Really close. Okay, the last but not least was Anna. Anna, you asked, what did you ask, Anna? Sorry, I didn't see your question. Anna Simpson, you're welcome, man. Take care. What was Anna Simpson's question? You're welcome, Kim. I'm really glad. That's good stuff. I'm jealous of your reading. You got the best cards of the night. What does Spirits has for me to know about love? What does Anna need to know about love, please? Okay, you do have Justice here, upright. But what you need to know is that you've got to be the Queen of Swords or lightsabers. You've got to cut out what's not serving. This is, when you get this as a guidance in love, it's telling you not to put up with anybody's BS. If somebody's coming to you with some bullshit, some lies, some emotional dishonesty and not with the right energy, you need to cut that out. Okay, you can't put up with that because a tower is going to come in if you do. Okay, you're being called to be the Queen of Wands facing the future. Okay, that's someone who's confident in her and who she is and magical. This person, yes, they are the Nine of Wands, so they've been through a lot too, and that could account for some behavior maybe that's not so good coming in. So be aware of that when this person comes in with maybe some odd behavior, but you can't allow it. You have to cut it out because they're not even there. Like who was I telling about Sparky? This is like fantasy land. This person's, you know, they're not committed to what's real right now. And then when someone's living in fantasy land, they'll take you down that road with them and then go, "Oh, I'm awake now. Sorry, I didn't want any of this. Bye." And you're like, "What the F are you talking about? Seriously?" That's no good. But Justice is here, and again, the Fool and the Magician behind this. Wow. There is the Moon card for this person. So I know that this person's going to come in with a little bit of trouble expressing themselves honestly, but it's because they don't even really know what they feel. This is some confusion. That's about to shift though. That's the Nine of Wands for a reason. Once you get to the 10, it's over and a new cycle begins. So it's about to change. And with Justice here, it's really imminent. The change is imminent. Okay, I feel like by the end of the time the holidays are over, it's like going to be like sweeping the page and a new page coming in. So it's an opportunity for a clean slate, but you're going to have to be the Queen of Swords. If the universe is telling you to be the Queen of Swords, you've got to be the Queen of Swords. Like you can't allow any BS. You've got to cut that stuff out, okay? If you're allowing it, then there's no one to blame but yourself. Remember that. You have to cut the BS out and not allow someone to take advantage, okay? Be that Queen of Wands looking toward the future. OMG, seriously. Seriously. Very seriously. All right, Anna, good luck with that and look forward to things sort of clearing up right after the holidays toward the new year. Okay. All right, you guys, love you too. Love you too. Thank you. I am off. I need to do some games that do some giveaway readings. I think I'll probably do that later this week. I will let you know. I was going to do some of those tonight, but I'm just too tired. After an hour on here, I'm exhausted. So I've been sick, so that's probably why. But anyway, you guys have a great night. I love you all, and namaste. Have a great end to your hump day. And do your meditations tonight before bed, kids. Do it. Love you too, Rebecca.